It's Janelle, back with my second video on basically my life, the things I've been through, how I'm surviving and getting through everything. Um, it's kind of hard speaking on it sometimes because of the fact that not everyone understands. Usually, people that go through abuse physically, mentally, usually can relate to things. So someone that hasn't really had that experience in their life may not understand where I'm coming from. So to those that do, may this video help you and motivate you to not give up. You know, I'm 37, still going through the struggle, still dealing with my mental health, still raising my children, still, wondering what went wrong with my marriages. So from the time I was about 5 years old, me and my twin, after being, molested, going through that, we went living with our biological mother, best friend. We lived in Pleasantville all our lives, in New Jersey. Um, that house was a house of horrors, straight up. House of horrors. I mean, it couldn't get no realer. Um, the things that we had to endure every day. You know, I actually was able to confront her last year, kind of this year, my adopted mother on the abuse, which of course she denies, Cool. You know, I forgive you. I've moved on, but it still hurts. And to be back here, to feel like things aren't died out, to have the wound still open and still questioning, like, what did I do wrong as a child to get abused every day? Mentally, it was, oh, you, and the N word, stank. Oh, you're going to be like your mother, a prostitute, things like that. That a lot of that mental mess with me as an adult now. I don't like being around people because of being molested and not knowing if the person I'm walking next to down the street is going to be the next person that try to rape me or something, So I'm always in the back of my mind, like, you know, okay, mentally get prepared for when you go outside, what you're going to have to deal with. So it's paranoia, it's social anxiety. They call it generalized anxiety. On top of the PTSD from the abuse and everything. The physical part, I have white matter, which is, the doctor says not too bad, but I do have head trauma from being abused, knocked in my head, my face seeing the wall, the table, her fist, whatever she can do. It's sad that being abused and not having no one to go to, even best friends. I couldn't even tell best friends because I felt like I did something wrong, like it was me or I was abnormal. It's really sad because growing up in the 80s, it's like people were ignorant to a lot of stuff. And now that I'm at this life span of my life, it's like, what do I do? How do I get over it to where I can help heal someone else? Because I'm still hurting. I'm still hurting. The honest truth, I'm still hurting. And like I said, to be single mom, to be divorced 3 times, that goes to show me. And I realized and woke up and said, yo, this is a pattern from being abused and everything, not being raised right. So I know what I need to change, but it's hard when you're implanted into a certain category and that's all you know is to survive, do as you're told, being so submissive. If he, and that doesn't even get you through a lot in life. So getting back to this abuse with this house, because my adopted father worked a lot, he wasn't around. God rest his soul. He passed on. I love him to death. Even though we were some hellraiser of kids, but majority of the time it wasn't really our fault. It's just you take a. It's like taking a wild animal and trying to put it into a habitat where it's calm. that wild animal only knows how to attack. So in human sense, I'm like that. You know, it's like you could take me out of a situation, but I'm always gonna have my back against the wall with my claws out. Like, you're not gonna touch me. I don't care what you say. I've been on my own this long. Ain't nobody gonna change me. You know, a lot of now that I realize there's a lot of ignorant thoughts. But anyway, so being in that house, going through the abuse, on top of going to school, being bullied, um, was hard because I had to be two people, two different people. One at home, which was the obedient, try not to get abused, try not to, make this woman upset that she want to clock us. You know what I'm saying? So it was like walking on eggshells. Then to go to school, be quiet, don't bother nobody, and then still get picked on and bullied about, whether it was my glasses, my height, my whatever, being told I was, whatever, ugly, really not feeling myself. Growing up was really hard. It's really, really hard for me to speak on, really, really hard. Because like I said, I'm still dealing with it. And it's funny how now I'm adult and the same ones, they sat there and bullied me, teased me, whatever, want to try to holler, but deuces, you know, y'all played me. So now I'm, doing my own thing. Anyway, um, it was hard because I had no one to talk to. There was really, I couldn't trust counselors because when we were going to counseling for our molestation, we told the counselor about the physical abuse that we were going through with our adoptive mother. And lo and behold, this is the first time I ever died in life and still lived. Okay? First time. When she brought her in the room, I left my skin. Do you hear me? Because the fear was so real of what's the fuck gonna happen when we got home after telling this woman. Guess what? We ain't never go back to counseling. So we never got the healing process of being molested, then to go on being abused and having to lie and cover up lies of being abused. Oh, well, we were just liars. That's what she said. She told people we were liars. Anyway, I'm going to cut this video short, only because it's very emotional for me. But even a little bit of me talking, hopefully I've reached out to people. I really do. Like I said, this is hard for me. I wrote my little pages of it down trying to get this book together, but I think it's faster and easier to do video. It's there's a lot to my life, and just the little steps that I'm trying to take to open up, to let the world know, and those that's hurting and suffering from it, keep pushing. Keep pushing. There's something in you. Don't give up. Don't go to them drugs. Don't do none of that stuff. Don't. It's not worth it. You're hurting others, whether you know it or not, trying to commit suicide, doing drugs, trying to drown out the pain. It doesn't work at all. All you're doing is really hurting yourself, your body, and your loved ones. So the best thing to do is don't give up on yourself and seek the proper help. Until next time, peace.